So, my new money millionaires, if you guys are watching this video, my hope is that you have completed our trainings, our worksheets, potentially even had a meeting or two with me or my team members, and you guys have really fleshed out and developed your own customized and specific financial plan. In today's video, I want to share a working document that I use frequently with my clients that can help bring together all the different things that we have been going through and learning in this program. So, to jog your memory, we have completed modules and trainings on money mindset, understanding your financial vitals, building a dream team, using debt and credit to your advantage, understanding your income, the different types of taxes and economic factors to be considering, how to deal with risk management and manage all the risks that life has in store for us. We looked at what it means to invest, and ultimately, all this stuff should equate to having a financial plan. If you've done the trainings, the worksheets, the meetings, you should have truly have developed a very holistic financial plan for yourself. This document is going to allow you to summarize and bring everything together. So let's just start at the top. Of course, you're going to start filling it out with your name and potentially your spouse's name. But one of the first things we want to look at is this mission statement and core values. So think back to some of the trainings that you have completed, but a mission statement and core values is going to be the driving reason why, your North Star, your compelling story that's going to motivate you to actually accomplishing your financial goals, right? We come down here a little bit. I'm going to jump around, but we come down here to the goal section. So your goals need to be specific, measurable, time-driven. These are going to be good goals, but good goals are hard to achieve if you don't have a supporting reason why. The supporting reason whys typically need to be tied to a core value. So if you believe in giving back to charity, if you believe in supporting family or education, there's so many different core values out there, but it takes a level of self-awareness to look internally and understand what are your core values, what are the principal values that you use to make day-to-day decisions, and how is that going to support your big reason why. When it comes to putting together a financial plan, it takes making money and it takes saving money. And a lot of times, both making money and saving money can be extremely difficult. So if you don't have this compelling reason why that's driving the hard tasks of saving and making money, then it's very easy to not follow your financial plan. And even if you have the best financial plan in the entire world, you have the best investments, you have all the bells and whistles, it's not going to mean anything if you can't stick to it over the long run. So having a mission statement, having identified core values is going to help you do just that. Now, if we move down to the next section, this next section is going to measure some of your ideal financial vitals. So if we move down to the next column and we take a look over here at cash flow, income streams, and net worth are all going to be great ways to measure your financial heartbeat or really understand your current financial vitals. So a principal foundation to any solid financial plan is going to be a clear and detailed understanding of your current cash flow and your overall net worth. Your net worth is going to allow you to track progress month after month, year after year. And your cash flow is going to be the area of your plan that allows you to see what your unallocated or disposable income is, so you can put purpose behind those dollars and put it into an area of your plan that's going to be supporting your overall vision or your mission statement. So doing this exercise or walking through this activity, it's going to total up and add up the math for you. So you have an area over here to input your W-2 wages, say you're an independent contractor. If you're a business owner, you can put your wages down here under other. If you're making income from real estate or your investments, you can input your income here. Then you can come over here and input your expenses. Now, we've gone over in the financial vitals or module 2 of our program, we've gone over putting together a spending plan. That spending plan is summarized over here with these various categories. Now, as you plug in your income and you also plug in your expenses, This is going to total up automatically. It's going to do the math for you, what your unallocated income is. Your unallocated income is your money that does not have a purpose. So something that's very valuable is to put purpose behind your dollars and apply them to the most meaningful things in your life. Now, net worth is another great way to track your financial vitals or track your financial health. When it comes to figuring out your net worth, our financial planning software, Right Capital, is going to be a much more detailed version, but this one-page financial plan should give you a snapshot. So over here, you can come in and update how much money do you keep in your cash savings account? How much do you have in your investment accounts? How much do you have in real estate and other, less any of your liabilities, whether they're credit cards, other types of loans, mortgage, and of course, a space for other. That's going to give you your total net worth. The goal here is to watch your net worth increase month after month, year after year. This next section is going to give us an overview of our savings strategy. So over here in savings, this is how much money are you going to be saving in cash every single year? How much are you saving in your retirement accounts? How much are you saving in your non-retirement accounts? How much is going to life insurance or other types of risk management? You're going to get a total amount here. This total amount is going to give you a very good idea of how much you are putting towards your financial future on an annual basis. So these numbers are all annualized while your spending plan is in monthly dollars. Now over here, tax allocation is essentially where are your assets located as far as tax purposes go. So your brokerage account or your pre-retirement account or your taxable account would be this over here, your taxable account. Tax deferred would be your traditional accounts, whether that's your traditional IRA, traditional 401k, but typically it's going to be a retirement account. And then your tax-free accounts are going to be your Roth account or your health savings account. So this is going to give you a high-level overview of how your money is spread out between the different tax buckets. Is it tax-free? Is it tax deferred? Or is it taxable? Moving on to what I like to call your retirement bucket. Your goal as you are accumulating your wealth is to fill up your retirement bucket. You want to get to the point where your investments are essentially going to replace your active income or the money that you are making from your job or your business. Now, this can happen in many different ways. Some of us are going to have Social Security payments. Some of us may have pension plans or annuities that give us a guaranteed source of income. So let's say you've defined a need of $20,000. If you need to be generating $20,000 a month and your pension is giving you $2,000 a month and your Social Security is giving you $2,000 a month, that means you have about a $16,000 a month need that needs to be filled. So you're going to want to be able to fill this need through different investment vehicles, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, real estate, whatever your investment choice is, your goal is to be filling this shortfall. Now, this next section is going to allow you to quickly analyze the different strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats that your current finances face. You may say, I have great cash flow, I got a good job, I'm making a lot of money, so that is a strength. Weakness may be something along the lines of, I don't have a estate plan put together, I have credit card debt, I don't feel comfortable investing in the stock market. Whatever you define as a potential weakness is something to highlight here because all weaknesses can be addressed and they can be turned into opportunities or even strengths. Under this section, you're going to want to list out some of the major opportunities that you have available to you. Maybe that is taking full advantage of your workplace benefits. Maybe that is relying on a mentor to help you find a good real estate deal. Maybe that is a new business that you're starting or a side hustle that you're considering. Then you're going to come over here and look at threats. You're going to be asking yourself, what could potentially derail my financial plan? What happens if I get hurt? What happens if I get hit by a bus? What happens if my spouse gets injured or incapacitated? There's a lot of different risks that we face in our life. So you want to just highlight some of the primary risks that are worth addressing or at least taking note of, because again, that's going to present an opportunity for you to strengthen your financial situation by addressing those threats. So this is called a SWOT analysis. Many of you may have probably heard of it. It's discussed in business school. And it's just a really simple, easy tool to use when you are analyzing your current situation. Don't feel like you need to go out and list out every single strength or weakness, threat or opportunity, but spend a little bit of time thinking through the top, 2 to 5 of these strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, or threats. Next, coming over here to estate planning, you're going to want to ask yourself, do I have a will? Do I have a trust? Do I have care directives? Coming through here and just checking yes or no. So let's say you do have a trust, you can check yes, and you can put in the date that you had the trust established. Same thing with the will, right? If you have a trust, you most likely have a will. And then the date it was established. A lot of times these documents may need updating. So let's say the last time you updated your will was in 1992. And you probably are due for update depending on what's happened in your life. So this document is a living, breathing document that should give you a good snapshot, an overview to your current financial situations, and allow you to address major concerns and really focus on the areas of your personal finances that are going to be the biggest driver of overall results. Next section here, risk management. Do you have life insurance? Do you have health insurance? Do you have disability insurance? And then listing out your primary beneficiaries. And these beneficiaries could be beneficiaries on your retirement account. It could be beneficiary on your life insurance policies, but having a clear understanding of who those beneficiaries are. One of the worst things to see is a beneficiary listed on a life insurance policy where the owner of the policy actually didn't want them to be the beneficiary. I've seen it happen with ex-spouses, or estranged children. So you always want to make sure that your beneficiaries are up to date. Now, we talked about goals quickly. They need to be time-driven, specific, measurable. These are going to create good goals. So it's always important to have a list of the big, hairy, audacious goals that you have for yourself. Of course, those need to be supported by a compelling story, a mission statement, or a reason why you want to accomplish these goals. The goal can't just be, or it shouldn't be, just to have and make more money. So here you're going to want to lay out 3 to 5 of your most important goals and use this as a time to just focus on your finances. If you focus on your goals, if you focus on what your money's doing for you, where you currently stand, the chances and the odds of you increasing your current financial standing are going to go up. Now, we all are coming into, financial planning at a different stage in our life. It's very specific to your current situation. So here we have listed out really 8 different categories or facets of financial planning. And what I would like you to do here is come here and just mark the areas that are the most important to you. You don't even need to mark all of them, but maybe you just label like retirement planning is number 1, investing is number 2, and tax planning is number 3. Right. This is going to give you an avenue to be able to focus on your highest priority. So you spend energy in the areas of your current financial situation that is going to be the most impactful and the most meaningful. Now, this general action list is a good place for you to take notes. A lot of times what I like to do with my clients is list out what they need to do, what their next steps are. And then in our next meeting, we come through and we just check off, okay, that was done, that was done, that was done. And then we add more to-do items. So every time we have a meeting, we have a good understanding of what we talked about last time, what was completed, and what we were adding to the plan that's going to be their next steps. So this is our one-page financial plan. It really brings together and summarizes everything that we've been learning in this program in a way that is straightforward and easy. But if this is the first video you're watching, maybe it's not making full sense. Maybe you kind of got the overall picture, but we covered 8 primary modules in this program, and each of those primary modules is going to be addressed in some capacity on this one-page financial plan. This is a living, breathing document. So as you increase your savings, as your investments increase in value, as you add real estate to your portfolio, you're going to watch your net worth grow. Same thing for liabilities. As you pay your credit cards down or pay your mortgage down, you're going to watch your net worth grow. You're also going to be able to see your monthly income. And if you keep this document as a living, breathing document, you'll see hopefully that your income is increasing annually or at least every few years. And then your saving strategy as well. As your income increases, it makes sense that your savings could increase. One of the key things I teach my clients and my students is that as your income grows, you don't want to let your lifestyle expand at the same rate as the growth of your income. I like to take a balanced approach. So let's say you have a $10,000 pay raise moving into next year. Instead of applying all $10,000 to your savings or retirement or investment strategy, you take half of that money and you apply it to your future self. So savings, retirement, investments, whatever is of the highest priority to you. And then you take the other 5,000 or the other half and you use that to enjoy and treat yourself and increase your lifestyle. So you kind of create this balance between living in the present and living in the future. So my hope is that you can use this financial plan summary to simplify and track your progress and essentially outline in detail a high-level overview of your financial plan where you can measure your financial vitals, remind yourself of the why behind what you're doing, get a clear understanding of your annual savings, identify the various strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats that you face. Make sure that you're addressing important aspects of financial planning like estate planning and risk management, and then recording and keeping track of your goals. And then last but not least, taking notes and making sure that you are putting together actionable steps that you can accomplish, come back and use to hold yourself accountable to. This worksheet will be downloadable in your modules to use in developing, monitoring, and cultivating the best plan that you can for yourself.